and welcome back to another week of Kids Church. It's so good to have you. Well, today we have got so much planned for you. We've got another episode of Teddy's Adventures. He's been on a lot of adventures this week. We have got Human Bop It with Anne-Marie, and we've got the next instalment of our Build series with Moses and the Burning Bush. So much to learn this week, I can't wait. But first we are going to sing something good. So clear a space, get your stretch on and get ready to dance. Here we go.
To something good. Something good.
Right, I hope you enjoyed that song and you managed to do other actions to something good. It is a really good song. So we are going to want to do our game again and our challenge to see how you get on. So, remember last week we did Human Bop It? Well, we're going to try it again. So I hope you've been practicing for the past week and let's see how you get on. So let's recap on our actions. So our first one is bop it. Then we've got flick it. You've got to flick your finger. And then pull it. We've got twist it. And then we've got spin it. So, are we ready? Do you know what you are doing? We're going to get some music going and then we're going to do level 1. Are you ready? Here goes. Bop it. Twist it. Pull it. Let's go for it. Here goes. Flick it. Spin it. Twist it. Bop it. Pull it. Spin it. Well done. I hope you managed to do that really good. So this time we're going to go on to level 2. Are you ready to speed it up a little bit? Right, here goes, we're ready. Bop it, pull it, twist it, spin it, bop it, twist it, spin it, flick it, twist it, spin it. Oh, how did you get on with that? Was it a bit too fast, do you think? Or do you think you're managing not too bad? Let's try level 2 again. Here we go. Bop it. Twist it. Spin it. Flick it. Twist it. Bop it. Spin it. Bop it. Pull it. Well done, boys and girls. Hope you have managed level 2. We are going to come to level 3 at the end, and it's going to be really fast. I hope you're going to be ready for it. Now, we are going to wait and see what Teddy has been up to this week. Enjoy his adventures.
Hello, Teddy. Where are you off to today? Oh, your mum said you could walk on the flat path. Well, I hope you're just going to stick to the path today, Teddy, because at Kids Church, we're speaking about obedience, and we're speaking about how we need to obey our parents. You are so far off the path, I can't even see the path. And now you're climbing higher. I mean, really, Teddy, what are you doing? I thought your mum said you to stay in the path. You think she'll be fine? You think she'll be okay? You're just going to wave and say this is good. Oh, I don't think this is a good idea. Oh, Teddy. Wow, Teddy, you're on top of the dunes. My goodness, you are so high. Hello. Oh, Teddy, I wonder why your mum told you not to climb up high without her. That's tricky. I think I know why your mum told you to stick to the path. You're on a dangerous road there. Oh, Teddy, you are going to have to be really careful, because you'll get into trouble from your mom if you go and you fall. Oh, Teddy! Oh, you must be so sore. Oh, Teddy, be careful. I can't watch. Teddy, this is why it's so important to be obedient. Oh my goodness, Teddy.
So, boys and girls, I hope you were watching Teddy just now, and as you see, he was very disobedient. Well, as we say in Doric, Teddy scuffed his up. If you would like to hear it in English, then you need to email us in and let us know what you think it is, what you think that means. We would just love to hear what you think that means. Well, he was not doing what his mom tell him, so he hurt himself. Well, we are now going to hear a story about Moses in the Bible. But Moses was not disobedient. Moses was obedient to God. So enjoy the story that is coming up. And Moses does what he's supposed to do, unlike Teddy.
The Faithful Hall of Fame, Moses. This is Moses.
Heyo.
Moses was an Israelite boy born in Egypt in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
The Israelites were slaves to the Egyptians. But God had a special plan for Moses,
Oh, eh?
and he spent his childhood in the palace of the Pharaoh. You see, when Moses grew up, he made a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
Pharaoh found out what Moses had done, and he tried to have Moses killed.
Ah!
So Moses ran away from Egypt. He stopped in the land of Midian,
Ah.
and 7 sisters came to the well to give water to their father's flock. Some shepherds came to drive them away,
Hey, you.
but Moses stood up for the women.
Hey.
Now these sisters were the daughters of the Midianite priest named Jethro. When Jethro heard what Moses did for his daughters, he sent for Moses. So Moses came to live among the Midianites, and he married Zipporah, one of Jethro's daughters.
Huh?
Meanwhile, back in Egypt, the old Pharaoh died, but he was replaced by a new Pharaoh who continued to treat the Israelites poorly.
Oh, man.
The Israelites cried out to God because of the terrible things that the Pharaoh made them do. God heard these people and knew it was time to act. One day, Moses was tending Jethro's flock when an angel of the Lord appeared to Moses through a burning bush that would not burn up.
What? Oh.
Moses stopped to look at the bush, and he heard the voice of God say, "Moses, Moses."
Hello?
God then told Moses how sad he was because of the suffering of his people. He told Moses that he wanted to do something about it, and he wanted Moses to be the one to do it.
Oh, me?
But Moses did not think he was the right person to go. God said, "I will be with you."
Morning.
But Moses said that he wouldn't know the right thing to say to the people. So God said to tell the people that God himself had sent him and promised Moses that his plan would be fulfilled through Moses. But Moses still said to God that he did not think the people would believe him. So God said, "What is that in your hand?"
Oh, me?
Moses said, "A staff." God told Moses to throw it on the ground.
Wow, okay.
Then God told Moses to catch it. God showed Moses another sign
Huh? Phew.
and told him to show these signs to the people if they did not believe what he said. Moses still didn't think he would have the right words to say, but God said that he himself was the one who made a man's mouth and gave him the ability to speak, so there was no need to worry. Yet even after all this, Moses said, "God, please send someone else." Then God got mad at Moses,
Oops.
and said that he would send Moses' brother Aaron to speak for Moses. So Moses went back to his father-in-law and told him that he needed to go back to Egypt. Moses and his family started their journey back to Egypt, and Moses carried the staff of God in his hand, for this staff would be the tool God would use to demonstrate his awesome power to the Israelites and to the Egyptians.
Right, boys and girls, so that was our story all about Moses, and if you want to read that for yourselves in your Bible, you need to look up Exodus, the second book of the Bible, so there's Genesis and then Exodus, and then you need to look up chapter 3 and you can read all about Moses and the burning bush. Okay, boys and girls, so we're still on our series all about build. And like the foolish man, he built his house on the sand. We don't want to be like that, do we? But we want to be like the wise man and build good foundations into our life. And one good foundation you can build into your life is obedience. Now, in this story of Moses, we find out that he was looking after the sheep, and he came and he found this burning bush. And the bush wasn't like shriveling up and dying, it was just on fire. And Moses was like, "What's happening?" So he went over to see, and here the angel of the Lord started to speak to him and gave him a job to do. Now, boys and girls, Moses, we find in the story, he felt he wasn't good enough to do this thing that God had asked him to do. He was like, "Oh no, what am I going to say? Oh no, they won't believe me. They won't know that you've sent me." But boys and girls, Moses had to really, really think about this, because it's so important to be obedient to God. Now that big word obedient, it just simply means to obey and to do what you're told. Like if your mom and dad says,
maybe you need to go and tidy your room. Well, if you're obedient, then you go and you start making your bed and tidying up your toys. Well, it's the same with God. If God asks you to do something, then He wants you to be obedient. Now you might be thinking, well, what's God asking me to do? Well, maybe you're in the playground and you see a boy or a girl that has nobody to play with, and you think, do you know what, I could go and be friends with that person and play with them. Well, that's maybe God speaking to you, and you have a choice. Do you go and play with them, or do you just go and do your own thing? And you can choose to be obedient. Another thing you can do is when it comes to maybe fighting with your brothers and sisters, if you've got any of them, well, God could be saying, oh, you shouldn't really be doing that because you're going to hurt them or you're going to hurt their feelings, and maybe you need to just stop and be obedient to God and maybe say sorry for that. Or maybe, boys and girls, it might be your birthday or your Christmas, and you might have some pennies to spend, and God might say, hey, do you know what, you got loads and loads of pennies for your birthday. You might want to put just maybe £1 or £2 into helping with the new church building, or maybe you want to give £1 or £2 to help with somebody that doesn't have any food maybe, and you could go and buy them some food. There's lots of different ways that God can just speak to you and give you an idea, and maybe it just seems like an idea in your head, but it's maybe God speaking to you. And boys and girls, when these things happen and when God speaks to you, you have a choice whether you want to be obedient and go and do it, or whether you want to back away and say, oh, maybe not good enough, or no, I don't want to do that because I want to keep all the money to myself, or no, I'm not caring about my brother and sister. But boys and girls, it's so, so important. And I've learned over all the years of being alive, and I'm quite old now, I've learned that it's so important to be obedient and to obey what God asks you to do. And now we're going to go on to the quiz and see how well you have been listening, boys and girls.
After his time in the wilderness, Moses went back to Egypt to 1. Visit his parents, 2. Free the Israelites, 3. Hang out with Pharaoh, or 4. Swim in the Nile. Number 2. Free the Israelites. When Moses told Pharaoh to free the slaves, Pharaoh 1. said okay, 2. made the slaves work harder, 3. laughed, 4. locked Moses up. It was number 2, make the slaves work harder. Who helped Moses speak to Pharaoh? Was it 1. his sister Miriam, 2. his brother Aaron, 3. his father-in-law Jethro, or 4. his staff Snaky? That's right, number 2, his brother Aaron. When Pharaoh refused to free the Israelites, God sent 1. an army of angels, 2. a warning, 3. a fruit basket, or 4. plagues. It was number 4, plagues. Which of these is not one of the 10 plagues? Blood, frogs, spiders, or flies? That's right, spiders was not a plague. Which of these is not one of the 10 plagues? Gnats, hail, locusts, or snakes? That's right, snakes was not a plague. Which of these is one of the 10 plagues? Darkness, confusion, kittens, or brain freeze? That's right, it was darkness. What was the final plague? Was it boils, earthquakes, sick animals, or death? The final plague was death.
Okay, I hope you managed the quiz just now and you got the answers right. Well, now it is time for level 3. So we're really stepping it up for our human boppet. So stand up if you've been sitting down and get ready for level 3. Now it's going to go really faster. So listen to the music and we are going to go for level 3. Here goes. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, spin it, flick it, twist it, spin it, pull it, bop it, spin it, flick it, twist it, bop it, pull it, spin it, twist it. Oh, did you manage? Well, we're going to give you one more try before we finish the day. Right, are you ready? Here goes. Once more, this is the last time. Ready? 3, 2, 1, spin it, bop it, twist it, pull it, flick it, spin it, twist it, flick it, bop it, twist it, spin it, twist it, pull it, flick it, bop it, twist it, spin it, flick it, pull it, spin it. Oh, well done. I hope you did a great job doing it. And email us in and tell us how you did. Now here's Madison to come with some announcements to finish off with.
Well, I wonder how you got on with the quiz this week. Was it a difficult one or was it quite easy? Remember, email us in kids@aogcentral.co.uk and let us know how you get on. Also, you need to check your emails because there will be crafts sent out to you this week. So there's crafts, there's colouring in, there's word searches, there's all sorts of different things to get involved with this week. So have a look at the emails, you'll see it there. And if you didn't get the email, let us know and we'll send it out to you this week. Also this week we have got prayer breakfast at a little bit earlier than usual. So it's now at 7:45 because a lot of you are back at school now, so we need to make it even earlier. And on Thursday at 4 o'clock, we have got life groups as well, so it would be great to see you there. Well, next we have got church, so jump on over to AOG Central's YouTube channel and we'll see you there for main church. See you next week.